Maybe you were one of those kids that had a parent that always made you have your Flintstone vitamins after breakfast. I know I was, and I love those vitamins. Well, one of those nutrients could have been vitamin D. And in today's video, we'll discuss how important vitamin D is for your gut health. It might be the missing ingredient you need to help maximize what's going on inside your belly. This video will be divided into 3 parts. Number 1, we'll talk about how vitamin D can affect your health. Number 2, we'll talk about how vitamin D can affect your gut health. And number 3, at the very end, I'll give you my tips on what I recommend to improve your vitamin D levels. Guys, let's talk about food. Howdy y'all, Dr. Islam here, aka your poop guru, trying to give you the best tips and tricks so you can live your best life from the top all the way down to the bottom. And in today's video, we're gonna go over exactly how vitamin D can really affect what's going on. Before we do that, let me tell you about a patient of mine named Mary. Now, Mary came to me suffering with irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, having long-standing diarrhea, pain, upset stomach, indigestion. She could not get the best relief that she wanted. And what we realized doing basic blood work is that she was deficient, extremely so, in vitamin D. She didn't even know this, and she did not even realize that vitamin D could be playing a role in her symptoms. In fact, she asked me, "Hey, Dr. Islam, who gives a flip? Who cares about vitamin D? I want you to fix my IBS." Well, I was like, all right, I can do that, but I know that vitamin D can play a significant role when it comes to your gut health. So what we did, we implemented a dietary change, tried some medications, and part of the supplements that I recommended was vitamin D. And after a couple months, she noticed, number 1, her vitamin D levels got better after we checked it, but more importantly, she felt so much better. Her gut issues got much improved. She was able to eat what she wanted, and overall, her quality of life and her energy was back to what it should have been a couple of years ago before she had her issues. So what exactly does vitamin D do for us? Well, one of the biggest things it helps to do is to absorb calcium to help out with your bones. We want you to have strong bones, so you don't have to worry about anything going on inside your bones. And one of the risks when you don't have enough vitamin D is that you can't absorb calcium, which can lead to a bone condition called osteoporosis. And when you have osteoporosis, this makes your bones brittle and weak and make it more likely to break. In fact, it can cause a slip when you fall down to slide into your bones breaking and causing long-term problems from that. But you need vitamin D for other things, to help muscles grow, to help out with nerves that allow them to flourish, and to help out with other conditions like irritable bowel syndrome and anxiety as well. And it's crazy, but depending on what study you read, almost 50 to 80% of the population is vitamin D deficient, and they don't even realize that they're losing this vital nutrient in the fight to help them feel better. So how exactly does vitamin D play a role in gut health? Well, there are studies to suggest that the gut bacteria, the gut microbiome, the guys inside your belly, play an active role in converting vitamin D into its form where it's most potent and most active. And when you have high vitamin D levels, this improves the good bacteria inside your GI tract to help minimize leaky gut and gut dysbiosis as well. And studies have shown that the high vitamin D levels will improve the diversity and the quality of the good guys inside your gut. In fact, it'll act as a secret probiotic. Can you believe that? So if you're worried about being vitamin D deficient, here are 3 ways I recommend to improve your vitamin D levels. Number 1, get some fun in the sun. Yes, vitamin D levels can be elevated if you just go outside. Now, this is a little bit tricky because you have to weigh the balance of being outside and developing other issues like sunburns and maybe even melanoma or skin cancer. But having quality outside activities will help improve and increase your vitamin D levels. All you basically need is about 15 minutes of sunshine every single day. Go for a walk. Have that vitamin D. You're killing 2 birds with 1 by getting exercise and getting those vitamin D levels that you need. Number 2, have vitamin D rich food. Breakfast food like milk or yogurt are great sources of vitamin D. Even healthy fatty fish like salmon, mackerel are also great sources of vitamin D. Then number 3, you may want to consider adding a vitamin D supplement. I take this myself because I am actually vitamin D deficient, and it's very safe and effective to do this. Most multivitamins will already have a vitamin D component in it, but if you're like me, you may need some extra vitamin D, and so I take a separate vitamin D pill for my gut health. But be sure you have vitamin D3, because the D3 vitamin D actually gets absorbed fuller, and there's more of that in your bloodstream. So my tip for the week for you, I want you to incorporate vitamin D in your diet. Try having healthy vitamin D foods. Have that salmon, have that mackerel, have some yogurt, and try to incorporate that into your diet to improve your vitamin D levels. So my question today for you, have you known that you're vitamin D deficient, and have you tried to make changes? Did it make you feel better? Did you try anything else to improve your vitamin D levels? Comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Guys, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, I really would appreciate it if you smash that like button. And if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe so you can get the notification that you're gonna get videos from yours truly every single time I have a new one. Guys, so thank you for watching. Don't forget, let's talk about poop. Thanks, everybody.